get views.
You know, the fact of the matter is we've given the cerebral ability of a lot of the influencers too much credit than it really deserves. A lot of these cases are literally a case of them simply not knowing enough. We've also made people who are not really the brightest people the stars in the country. You've also had these people who have not had journalistic training, who have not had broadcast training. They haven't really understood what to say, what not to say. They haven't really figured out the angles from their faces about saying whatever they want to do. They've simply been conditioned to one thing, which is about how to go viral. Now, this particular case is a little beyond just the whole daira of what is moral. Moral to chalo is still, everyone's morality is different. But the reality of the fact that when you're going to one of the biggest Hindu shrines, one of the biggest Hindu pilgrimages, we're going to Vaishno Devi, it is common knowledge for most of us that you can't be consuming alcohol. In fact, I don't think you can even carry liquor there.
No,
now, even if you give someone the benefit of the doubt, saying nahi pata tha, but I think from what I understand from the story, I think the manager did tell them that you can't have it.
Yes.
The problem with this whole scenario, at least in my head, the way I'm seeing it, is the fact that we have also glorified these people to such an extent. Let's be real. I have been to Hindu towns. I have seen a lot of blue-collar job people drunk around rickshaws, autos. But these are not the people who will make the headlines. That person may have done something absolutely random. We will never know about it. The fact is, we're also living in a time in a space where somebody who is famous is also going to be a target, which means they have responsibility to themselves.
Absolutely.
To be careful, to be mindful. Tumko apna daru peeni hai, you go to Manali, you go to Bangkok, you go to New York, you stay in Mumbai, you drink as much as you want. If you're going to Vaishno Devi, in fact, even that hashtag or whatever he put up, it says Vaishno Devi vibes, that feels like you're going to a spa. It is something which is a sacred Hindu shrine. You know what I mean? So even the temperament, the problem is, and I don't want to demean anyone else, but the problem is we have also made celebrities out of people who don't deserve to be there. The fact is we are discussing these people on national news. Why? Because like you said, the numbers are so big. 1.6 million is something that a lot of big Bollywood stars do not enjoy that kind of clout. Also, the other part of it is that they've also begun to realize, much like what Rakhi Sawan did before, social media, everything that they were doing, they had to be more irreverent, they had to be more cheeky, they had to give you shock value. So the thing is, all the content they're trying to sort of garner has to make your eyeballs sort of pop out of your socket. In this, sometimes they forget the lines of legality, and that is the problem. So I know on one hand, it's very easy to say, look, listen, they're dumb, they don't know anything.
Paras, that is the problem.
That is the problem. Now, on the one hand, they also feel the influencers also, I have to say, there's also a big chip on their shoulder where they say, we can get away with this because we'll get a lot of public sympathy. Now, like the other case that you just talked about, the Ranveer Alabadia case. Again, there is a dichotomy in the way things happen. There is a double standard. Now, that particular remark that was made, the Supreme Court went out and said that, he has a dirty mind. But let's also be real, while we all took the high moral ground to by mothers, the biggest two galis in this country is MC and BC, which everyone is saying, right? You also had a Mirzapur where incest was talked about. But currently the political climate does not allow you. So if you're an influencer who enjoys that much freedom, that much popularity, you have to then start using your brain a little bit more, saying, bhai, ye galat hai, ye nahi karna, tum mat karo. Agar dal rahe ho to story mein daro mat dikhao. First of all, that is illegal.
You made very interesting points. I'm running out of time. Sanjana, I'll give you